Hi, this is Joey with another review. For this video, we're going to continue doing videos of the Jaws movie series. In the previous video, I did a review of the original film. Now I'm going to continue with with Jaws 2. It came out in 1978, 3 years after the original, and just about the entire, except for, of course, Robert Shaw's character was killed off in the previous film, and Richard Dreyfuss's character doesn't come back. But all the other major characters come back in this film. Of course, Roy Schneider reprises his role as Chief Brody. Lorraine Gary reprises her role as his wife. You have Murray Hamilton playing the mayor. And of course, you had a new character. I forgot the actor's name, but you had a new character as part of the city council, kind of like a tourist bureaucrat who doesn't like Brody. And that rivalry goes on through the whole film. Other than that little twist, it's almost basically the same plot as the original film, and I guess that's probably why the other sequels in the Jaws series was getting worse and worse, because it's practically the same plot. There's maybe little tweaks to the plot, here and there, on the backgrounds of some of the characters, but on the newer characters, I should say. Other than that, it's basically the same plot. Of course, this one, you find out that once again, there is a new great white shark terrorizing Amity Island. But the teaser piece is pretty good because it had links from the original film to this new second one, when a couple of divers, who of course eventually get attacked by the new great white shark that's threatening the island, finds the wreckage of the ship, the Orca, which was of course Robert Shaw's ship on boat in the first film. They find the wreckage of it, and they're taking pictures of the Orca, and then of course all of a sudden they get attacked by a shark and two divers, and they both get killed. And of course they got word that the two divers of course were missing, so Roy Schneider, or Chief Brody, he starts a new investigation, and he suspects maybe there's another shark out there. And of course they haven't had any proof yet, and of course they informs the mayor and says, I think we got another shark problem. And of course the mayor says, don't start this all over again. And he says, why not? As if we got another problem, so we have to take care of it like we took care of the first problem, or last problem. And he says, and this time Mayor Vaughn is worse than it was in the previous film, because eventually he comes around and signs off to kill the shark. This time he's not going to do that. This time he's made like Chief Brody is nuts. He's obsessed with sharks because of his previous, what happened to him in the end of the previous film. So this time they're not going to believe anything he says. This time, what's going on? So now it's getting, not only was the two divers attacked and killed by a shark, now there was a water skier got attacked, and her friend who was driving the boat, she gets killed. So now you have 4 people who were killed, almost more than twice the number of people from the first film. Before Mayor Vaughn signs off to get the hire quit in the first film, you have almost double the amount of people killed in this one. But despite all that, they're not going to do a damn thing. And the guy who Ellen Brody works for, the living Gary character, he says, look, I want to get this guy out of here because this guy is nuts. He wants to get Chief Brody out because he thinks Brody is nuts. So what happens is, of course, eventually Chief Brody's chick is in a shark tower that they built out on the beach after the first, in the 3 years after the last incident, and on the incident in the first film. So he's checking things out, and he believes there's a shark coming to attack the people who are swimming in the water, and goes out, shoots off his gun, gets people off the beach, scares the hell out of everybody, and then finds out from a boulder that when he yelled back to Brody, he said, look, it says a bunch of bluefish It's not a shark. And because of that incident, Brody, then he got evidence that there was a shark out there. There was an actual shark. And he said, and you better do. And he said, so you better do something about this one because I'm not going to go through that hell again. For what happened in the first film. But after the shooting at the beach, he got fired because he had that the meeting in the city council room, and he said, and after that he got, Chief Brody got fired, and Hendricks, who was the character from the first film, he gets promoted to chief, and he didn't want the job because he knows that Brody was the better chief, and he could never do the work that he did. And after 4 years of being the police chief in Amity, he gets fired after 4 years, busting his ass on a job that he actually enjoyed doing, and he got screwed because they didn't want to take his word and get rid of the shark. On the second shark, of course, there was a theory in this movie that continued to the other two, but the sharks do not take. He feels that Brody feels that because he killed the shark in the first film, the whole family, that shark particular family is going for him. And claiming for him and his family, which of course is not. It's a totally ridiculous plot point. The sharks are holding a grudge. If you believe that, then you can believe everything that you told in the Sharknado films as well. And it was really a ridiculous plot point. The sharks are having a meeting, saying I want to get out of Brody no matter what it takes. And Gene Siskel said this in his review of Jaws 4, which is on YouTube, and you should check that out. And of course, after he gets fired, his two sons, of course, played with different actors, because actually the guy aged him 3 years, or more than 3 years, and he's the older son. And they all go swimming with their friends, and they all get attacked by the shark, and they're all trapped in the middle of the water. And of course, Chief Brody comes and rescues them. And of course, what happens is he uses an underwater electric cable, tracks the shark by hitting with a paddle, hitting this electric cable with a paddle, and the shark comes, he chops down the cable, and the shark got electrocuted, and that's how he destroys this one. And I think it's almost pretty much the same plot as the original movie to an extent, but it is enjoyable. Most sequels are not close up the story a little bit, but when these follows up from the previous film and have references to the previous film, this one did, and which is rare in sequels, because the James Bond movies kind of did a little bit, especially the Sean Connery films, but it doesn't really. Most sequels do not have references to the previous films, but this one did, and of course it's going to continue with the other two. But this one I'd say it's an okay follow-up. It's not a great film, because like I said earlier, it pretty much follows the same plot, but it's watchable. It's definitely watchable. There's always a joy to watch Roy Schneider in that character, and there was a reference to Richard Dreyfuss's character, Matt Hooper, as he's trying to call him, but he was on the Aurora, the research vessel up in the North Pole, and he's not going to be within radio range to the springtime. So at least you know where Matt Hooper character was, even though you don't see him. He was mentioned in the film, but for the most part, it was this is a watchable movie. Now, the greatest movie is like suspending your disbelief. If you never saw the first movie, you have to suspend your disbelief in the second one because it's the same plot. So that's my review of Jaws 2. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You check out all my videos and on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com, that's all WDY, C.com. On the homepage, and Rowdy Reviewer Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.